UFO landing in Brazil in 1996. Holy shit, it's incredible. I had no idea that there's a city called Varginha in Brazil, and in 1996, according to everyone who was there, according to medical records of people who were there, according to, like, they blocked off, the military came in, cordoned off the area, they recovered a crashed UFO. And there was living creatures that people came in contact with. And one of them was this tiny little thing that this guy carried. And he carried it to wherever they were going to examine it. And when he carried it, he got whatever was on its skin. It had like a slippery kind of skin. It got into his body and infected him. And he wound up with this horrible general infection. And he wound up dying. His body shut down. His immune system shut down. His body didn't know what the fuck to do with this alien thing that he was interacting with. And there's real records of this guy contacting this thing, grabbing it, carrying it in. All these people witnessed it, and then this guy winds up with this insane infection shortly thereafterwards. That's all documented too, all of his medical records.
I find it more fascinating that there are groups of people that don't believe these stories. That this is a fascinating. I mean, you got to be an idiot to believe.
But this one's particularly fascinating.
But the bubble that we live in, where you have not witnessed a, I'm talking about you being somebody who's listening here, because you haven't seen a spaceship, because you haven't been abducted, because you didn't read this story, to just convince yourself that it doesn't exist.
Yes.
And to shit on somebody else who has facts. Like, you got to tune in to listen to that episode.
Well,
because
unless it happens to you, how the fuck could you ever believe that? Right?
Really?
I mean,
really?
Yes, you could. But I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? From a pessimist or a cynic's point of view, like, well, why would you? Come on, that's nonsense.
Because it's ridiculous to believe that.
But it hasn't happened to you. See, if it hasn't happened to you, you think it's not possible. Like, you
You're
can only
born.
relate.
The fact that you were born and you had children and you are living here and just functioning and living in this.
Crazy.
This is fucking nuts.
Yeah, this is nuts.
This is nuts.
Yeah.
But this is accepted.